The calls I dread the most are when they're dispatched as drowning. There's this sense of adrenaline, but fear.
It's the drownings that get you over and over again.
You never get over it. You never get over it.
Defeated, 1906 Southwood Drive, 1906 Southwood Drive. Going to be a 55-year-old male.
Leading this hour, the astonishing surge of migrants at the Texas border.
This part of the Rio Grande is one of the deadliest parts for migrants. Not only are adults dying as they are crossing the river, there's an increasing number of children.
In the year 2023, the Eagle Pass Fire Department responded to approximately 47 body recoveries. The average count of body recoveries that this department was used to prior to 2023 was anywhere between 6 and 7. All first responders across the board who have had to deal with this at the local level have a first-hand look at the true catastrophe that's occurring.
We're getting body recoveries like once every shift now. What used to be once a month is now every day.
It's hard to find people that relate to this. Not everybody goes or sees what this job shows you.
The river is treacherous and oftentimes deceiving.
There's spots where at one point you're 6 inches deep and then all of a sudden there's a 25-foot plunge and you're down there and she sweeps you away and you're just filling your lungs full of water.
The ones that are the hardest are obviously the ones with kids. We're pulling out 14-year-old kids and I have one.
Recently, we ended up running a cardiac arrest inside a cargo container. I believe she was 13 years old. What goes through my mind is how cold must she have been when she was crossing. She's soaking wet, she's wearing clothes to keep herself warm. And then you smell the dirt and you smell the regurgitation of the water. We got her pulse back and I think she ended up being brain dead, unfortunately. The next shift we went and we recovered her little brother's body from the river itself. Of course, he's been underwater for 3 or 4 days before resurfacing, and just the stench of the dead body, rotten flesh as it gets up in your nose and stays there for the rest of your shift here.
We responded under the port of entry where all the shit show is. It involved a 4-year-old female, and just the desperation in the parents' eyes was tough. I took that home with me, that poor little girl. It's frustrating because she didn't ask her parents to put her in that water. She didn't ask to be tossed over that seawire. It's hard not to get political.
When we run calls because of the immigration issue, nobody is supplementing that. It's the taxpayer. It's money that's coming from our budget because there's no insurances that we can bill. The federal government has failed us, and hundreds of lives were lost unnecessarily.
When we get called out, we don't ask whether it's a citizen or an immigrant. I'm going to go where the call is.
And just because there's a crisis today or there's a crisis tomorrow, it's not going to change my perspective. I signed up to help people, and as long as they're people, I'm going to help them.